Well, we are one member of ASEAN. There are 10 members. We are nearly the smallest. So we have a modest conception of our role in ASEAN, but we will participate in it fully and try to help it to move forward. Apart from participating in ASEAN, one of the ways we help is by showing the potential of what can be done. So we have a Singapore-China FTA. I mean, it has agreements and provisions, and there's an ASEAN-China FTA. And I think when you're negotiating with one country, it's not so complicated as negotiating with a group of 10.
Right.
And therefore, you can go faster and further. But it shows what can be done. And therefore, it's an encouragement when working with ASEAN to say, look, it is possible. Singapore has done it. We found it good. China has found it workable. Why not think about it? And so that's one way in which Singapore can help to push the ASEAN-China cooperation forward. I think the ASEAN-China cooperation also depends on the overall, economic cooperation also depends on the overall relationship. Because between China and ASEAN, it's not just economic issues, but you also have discussion on political issues and security issues, and there are some problems which need to be worked upon. I mean, for example, we are discussing the code of conduct on the South China Sea. That's something which is not easy to work out, but we've been working on it, and we hope to make further progress. Between ASEAN and China, the relations are good, but the more we can deal with the non-economic issues well, I think the more the economic relations can prosper. And it works the other way around too. If we can have good economic ties, I think there's more incentive for us to resolve the other problems. Well, there's no doubt that China's rise has been an enormous benefit to Southeast Asia. Nearly every country in Southeast Asia has China as its biggest trading partner. Singapore does too. And that's a tremendous economic opportunity. Singapore has, I think, pays disproportionate attention to this. And in the early years, I think we were perhaps moving faster than the others in developing the economic relationship. But as the other countries have established their links, so what is our role? Well, I think for your companies, there's a value in working with Singapore and through Singapore, managing their presence in Southeast Asia, as I explained just now, with the control tower functions and their headquarters activities. The financial activities through Singapore are significant. And also, I think Singapore, we articulate more explicitly what it is which is at stake in developing the relationship with China and maintaining peace, stability, and prosperity in this part of the world. And we hope that by speaking up that way, we can exercise some modest influence to encourage countries to think about the opportunities and the risks in the international scene and work together to take advantage of one and avoid the other.